What's going on, everybody? Hope you're pumped up for another video. And in this week's video, guess what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about giving lots of value to your customers, clients, and potential customers and clients without asking for jack squat in return. Today's a doozy. Let's get to it. Okay, so what the heck do I mean when I talk about giving value? Do you mean giving discounts? Do you mean if somebody buys 12 eggs, you give them an extra 3 eggs for free? No, because those cost as much as my BMW. Heck no. You ain't getting no free eggs out of here. No, it doesn't mean anything like that. It's actually really unique. In the social media space, guess what is the number one way to grow your reputation, your brand, in the pool of potential clients, customers? It's giving away deep, free value on a consistent basis without asking for anything in return. Okay? Like this newsletter, like what you're watching right now. Massive time investment, massive energy investment, actually a massive financial investment between the expensive cameras and the people writing all the posts and me helping and the editing and all of that stuff. But guess what? If I want you to trust me enough to give me your money to coach you, why do I deserve that if I didn't trust you enough to listen? It's an unfair equation. So social media has taught us this thing to where when we post, we just have a general assumption that people are going to see, listen, and share. It's the worst in small towns because for 12 to 15 years, you were kind of able to build your business on, hey, could you go share that for me? Oh, we're running this thing. Oh, we have a calendar event coming up. Oh, we have a discount coming up. And there was so much less content on the internet that people would actually stop and read those entire posts and then share them, even if they were nominally informative or valuable. It's not like that anymore. One of my favorite examples is Peloton. Peloton now I don't know if this is working enough for them to like actually make money and their company's losing tons and tons of money, but Peloton on social media, they've had this resurgence because they started finding value in the instructors, not the bike. So originally it was all about the bike. It's the greatest bike ever. You could do this. It's got the screen. You can go this, that, and the other. And a lot of people bought Pelotons, but a lot of people didn't. And it kind of fizzled, made huge investments, huge waves, but then the wave died, started losing millions and millions of dollars. Well, all of a sudden you log on TikTok one day and you start seeing these hilarious, cute, adorable, funny, ratchet, whatever videos of all of their freaking killer trainers. And people like know them by name. They joke about, there was one, I'm not saying this is okay, but one of the number one posts, it's like, show me the celebrity crush your spouse could cheat on you with and he'd get a hall pass. By the way, no, that's not okay. It's just a joke. And then all of a sudden the person comes up and I'm expecting, because, you know, me, I'm expecting like Kate Beckinsale, shout out, or, oh my goodness, what's her name? Jennifer Connelly, always had a crush. She's 17.7 out of 10. That's what I was expecting. And it comes up and it's the girl from Peloton. It's the girl from Peloton being like, just being so full of life and freaking hilarious. And you know what it made me want? I told my wife, I said, well, we might get one, maybe not, maybe this, maybe that. You know what it did for like 0.2 seconds? One, I shared it with all of my friends. I was like, this is freaking hilarious. So there you go, free advertising. Not only did I share with their friends, you know what? I started the dialogue back up with the wife. I was like, all right, we could consider a Peloton. I guess we could. Not because, hopefully I'm not calling myself out here. It's not just because she was cute as can be, but like, I wanted to be in that room. It felt valuable to me to be like, oh my God, they're so much fun. So here's why value is unique. It's not always so transactional as how we think it, how we think about it. laughing, someone making you laugh is valuable. That's why you pay to go see comedians. That's why you pay to go to the movies and things like that, because there's value in that transaction. So value is very, very unique. So Peloton, I hope that that's working for them. It definitely worked for me. They're like for weeks all over my TikTok For You page. Is they started giving the value of people going, dude, I love their trainers. I literally will fight anybody over if you try to take my trainer. That's my girl, this, that, and the other. That's the value they provide. I think it's entertainment mixed with, you could do this. So how crazy is that the world that we're in? Not them saying 25% off. Not them saying, hey, here are the top 10 tips of how to ride your bike better. And then paying a designer to go design 10 perfect slides and then record 10 perfect videos. And then you delete them and then you re-record them because you hate how your face looks on camera. And then you never post them because you think that you suck, and back and forth. Their value was just in entertaining. And it definitely contributed to sales. I wish I knew the figures. There's no way that I had that conversation and other people didn't. Now, yeah, I get, like, that's a crazy example. It's kind of hard to follow up, right? So let's talk about something more practical. Let's go through some examples that could work for like an everyday up and coming entrepreneur. So here we go. Some of the industries that I've worked with, I'm going to rattle off the ones that I'm just the most comfortable with because I've seen success in. Here we go. I'll start with a cleaning company. Okay. One of my good friends and family that I've helped them grow their company and market their company is a cleaning company. And here is, if you're watching this video and you're a cleaning company, I would start doing things like this. I would say, instead of only posting on Facebook and Instagram, like customer reviews and you love your team and you're happy to be an entrepreneur and serve people and you're trustworthy and you're insured and the same basic stuff that we all post, that's all getting tuned out. Everybody posts that. Once you run out of friends and family members to carry the momentum of that, it's going to be very difficult to grow. Imagine if you opened your phone and you're like in the middle of cleaning a house and you say, hey, if you're out there, let's say you're not ready for a house cleaner. We do this thing where every house we go to, we make sure that the baseboards look like this. Here's a tip to make sure that your baseboards look like this. Watch. We use this rag. We use this. We use that. We wipe them. Make sure you wipe them this direction, right? Really cool. Look at the difference that makes. People are going to go, oh my God, it's so cool. It's crazy. Free marketing cometh. Okay? Now, compound that though. Let's do that 100 times. Hey, if you're cleaning toilets and you're doing this, did you know that when you use a pumice stone, blah, 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 you could do this. If you use a magic eraser and this, it helps with this, but that. And if you're out there and you're cleaning your own toilets, I hope that saves you some time today. Have an awesome day. And don't even pitch your business. Be like, oh my God, I love her. She's so good. Or him. You could be a guy that owns a cleaning business. It's fine. Okay? Now, keep that momentum going. Apply it to anything else. Let's say you're an attorney. I talk about attorneys a lot because I see him as a friend and a business mentor, just happens to be a customer and client, is an attorney. Imagine if you open TikTok and you're like, hey, if you get sued, don't freak out. This is the top 5 things that I think you should think about whenever that happens. Hey, if you're out there and you're looking for an attorney, instead of saying, call us, I'm reputable, I'm this, that, and the other, be like, well, first off, find someone that's easy to talk to. Like, find someone that's this. And then make sure it's someone that your goals and their goals align. If you feel that disconnect, it's going to be a problem. And then you could literally walk someone through how to pick an attorney. And most of the time, if they need one, they're going to pick you. It's kind of unique, but just take it. You can apply it to almost any industry, anything. If you're sitting there and you're like, okay, what's our secret sauce? What value do we give to people? How do we actually help people? Your physical therapy place. Be like, hey, what's up? Today we're working with such and such, and her knee's been bothering her. And here's what most people do. Be like, we've been working with her for 6 weeks, and her knee, it wasn't working, but now it is. And if your knee's struggling, we could help you. Make sure to call today. That's what we all do. People are tired of it. We tune it out. Imagine if you're like, hey, Miss Such, how the heck are you doing? She's like, I'm doing great. I haven't moved my knee in this many weeks. Be like, boom, awesome. Can't wait to see you next week. Have a blessed day. Get back to therapy. Done. That's it. Right? Imagine if the video that follows up to that is like, so I know you saw us celebrating her in that last video. Real quick, we want something that if you're out there and you're struggling with lateral movement, here are 3 quick exercises that we do here in-house that help people with that. So maybe you could avoid the injury that she had. Yes, this is the world that we're coming up to. Servant leaders and people who are willing to like open the book behind the scenes are the ones that are going to control their industry and control their market. Because it's that much more powerful than paid advertising. Unless, of course, you have millions of dollars, and then must be nice. You could pay your way to success if you have a great funnel and a great message. Most of us don't have that. We have limited budgets, limited time, limited energy. We're trying to make ends meet. I'm talking to you. Okay? I know my examples are kind of all over the place, but I think you get the gist of what I'm talking about. Is that you sit down and you're like, hey, why the frick should people actually follow us? Just to get our specials? Just to hear how great we think we are? Just to read about our customer testimonies? There's no value in that transaction or in that relationship. You know? Actually sit there and be like, man, if someone follows us, why? Let's give them something. Start thinking that their attention... This is where we're going. This is the future. This is the bow on this video. The aha moment and all of it is someone's attention is currency. Way before they ever give you $1, their attention is actually worth your reciprocation and investment. Yeah, before they ever give you a penny. It's not what it used to be before. That's how powerful that is. So that's why I'm telling you this, is sit down and be like, man, if they're going to follow us, if they're going to listen, if they're going to like, if they're going to subscribe, I have to provide them with something. I don't deserve their attention unless I give them something. Okay? Now, don't let that be heavy. Here we go. Bring the energy back up and end on a high note. You have got way more to offer than you probably think. All the cool little quirky, goofy ideas that have been in your head that the ad agency says isn't a good idea, and your probably 10-year veteran marketing director is worried that it won't work. Hey, you get to focus group the world. You get to post stuff and it doesn't work. Who cares? Try something else. You get to try 1,000 times and there's grace on top of grace on top of grace. Yeah. So that's the good news, is you get to go sit down this week at the drawing board and be like, what value can we give people on social media asking for nothing in return, and trust them to believe in us enough to share it with their friends, family, their colleagues, and eventually become customers, or at least start a conversation with us. If you think what you've got is good enough to do that, I'm telling you, future's yours. You just got to try it. Got to trust me. If you don't trust me, you could trust like 30 other gurus that probably say this better than I do. And they all own 9-figure companies or billion-dollar companies because it works that well. So I just want you to try it because I want the best for you. Anyway, hope today's video is great. Little roller coaster, you know, had to buckle up and go all over the place. ADHD, squirrel, chipmunk, it's all the same. Seriously, thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for even giving me your attention and watching this. It means the world to me because I know that you could have it anywhere else, me doing anything else. And you chose to give me this few minutes of your day. Appreciate you so much. Have a blessed day. Have an even better week. And until next week, love you guys. Have a good one.